Hello, welcome to yoga with me, Marina White Raven. Welcome. Yeah, so this is Energy Balance Yoga, and I hope you can all hear me. I have a new microphone, external microphone, so I'm hoping it's the first time I've used it with Facebook Live. So pipe up if you can't hear me or it's something strange. So yeah, let's start standing. I'm just going to move this into the right place. Yes, there we go. And we'll start with the bell, of course. Okay. Hi. Right. I'm going to start standing. It's the beginning of the week. So we're going to start with some sweeps to connect the energy, bringing the right hand to the left shoulder, sweeping from the left shoulder down across the body to the right hip. Just 3 simple sweeps and just breathing nice and easy. Yeah, nothing difficult. Left hand on right shoulder and sweep from the right shoulder to the left hip. Yeah, 3 nice sweeps there. I think I might do an extra one. That's okay. And let's just lift the shoulders up. Breathe in through the nostrils. Hold the breath in for a second, then out through the mouth. Yeah, and again, breathing in. Squeeze those shoulders right up by the ears and out through the mouth. Release. And again, one more of those. Breathing in. And out through the mouth. Good. Let's roll the shoulders back a few times. Let's squeeze out some of that tension that might be there. How is your energy today? So keeping the knees nice and bendy. Let the knees join into that movement. Breathing in, lift the shoulders high. Breathing out, lower the shoulders down. Good. Rolling those shoulders. And now forwards with those shoulders. Rolling them forwards. Take your time, really squeeze. Imagine you're squeezing out the tension in the shoulders. That's also coming into the neck and the back a little bit. Just check. Good, sound is good. Great, that's good news. Thank you so much for letting me know. Let's bring our center of energy. So let's connect with that. Just notice your feet on the ground. Take a look at them. Bring the sides of the feet together. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Palms are wide, opening up to that energy, that vast supply. Come up onto the tippy toes, reach the arms up to the ceiling or the sky. Hold the breath in for a second and then breathing out slowly and smoothly through the nostrils. Bring the hands down. The hands are coming down to the ground, down to the sides there. Release, yeah. We're building up this battery, this energy battery. Again, squeeze the legs together. We're going to squeeze everything to the center, as well as lifting up. Lift the heels off the ground as high as you can. Hold the breath in. Hold, 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 and then turn the hands and slowly bring your arms down. Slowly bring your heels down. Release the air out through the nostrils slowly. One more. So this is building it up. Breathing in. Squeeze, reach up, lengthen, hold, and turn the hands. Breathing out through the nostrils. Lower down slowly. Bring the arms to the sides. Beautiful. Okay. So let's just take the feet a bit further apart. Tai Chi twists. About shoulder width, maybe wider actually is good. Knees are bent. Nice and bendy. And just have a little bit of a bounce there. Maybe bouncing the heels up and down. Letting the arms be nice and floppy. So the arms are going to be floppy in these twists. Bend the knees as you face forward. As you twist the body, you're twisting on your center. We're going to turn on our center. Bend the knees as you face forward. Let the arms swing heavily around the body. Let the backs of the hands just pop into the lower back. If you want to make that a bit more extended, you can take your gaze to look right behind you. And as you look behind you, to protect your knee, you might want to lift the heel off the ground. So it makes it a bit more movement in there, a bit more of a twist. And then slowly let the arms swing until they come to a stop. Pummel the lower back with the backs of the hands. Just give that a little bit of a thump, waking up the energy again. Sometimes this energy gets a bit stuck, a bit sluggish, so we're just working with it, saying, hey, come on, wake up. I know you're there, in there. And then we'll take the knuckles there and just roll them up and down the lower back. Yeah, whew. Keep your breath moving in and out through the nostrils and just enjoy that little warmth that little awakening, that livening, that loosening that we're making in the lower back. Good. That certainly feels a lot better. So now the back's a bit more lively, a bit more opened up. Let's come into the cross crawl to connect the energy and also just to coordinate ourselves. So left knee lifts, meet it with the right hand, and opposite. Good. You can make that quite lively by staying on the ball of the foot and making it quite springy, or you can just keep it easy. And breathing all the time. Don't hold your breath. Good. Keep your breath coming in and out through the nostrils. Now we're going to do a slightly different one, but still with the opposites. We're still cross-crawling. So we lift the leg and meet it with the opposite hand. Yeah, this is a good way just to repattern the energy by crossing. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. Good. Enjoy the movement of the body, crossing. And then we'll bring the leg out to the side and bring the opposite arm over the head. We let this arm hang forwards. So it looks like this. We get a lovely opening in the side of the body. That we might be feeling a little bit creaky, a little bit stiff. So we move with that and let it move gradually to open up. Don't push it, don't force it. Use your breath. Good. Now we're going to do a couple more of these. Lifting the knee. We're going to bring the elbow onto the other side of that knee and lift the knee really high. Good. So we're kind of crunching the body down. Good. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Good. Yeah, the breath is the fuel. Get it moving. And then we'll open up the body. Across the body, this lovely diagonal, opening up the hip. The knee lifts and opens to the side, and the elbow opens in the opposite direction. So, yeah, open. Open, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Enjoy that opening feeling, oiling the joints. Opening, breathing, re-energizing, moving, movement, movement, movement. Good. Okay, now let's work on up a bit more. Let's do one more, the funny one. I thought may as well do this one. Bring a smile to our faces. So we cross the foot behind the other leg, meet it with the hand. While that's happening, the other arm comes over the head, and we keep it very light on the ball of the foot that is on the ground. So it looks like this. It's kind of like a little dance, and there is definitely a smile that's part of this little practice. Good. And then just come to a stop. So we're really limbered and warmed up. Hopefully you're starting to feel things shifting and moving around a bit. And let's just empty out a little bit. Anything there's a bit of kind of sluggishness still, or a bit of negativity, or a certain mindset that you kind of want to just help along its way. We're not denying it, we're just helping it along its way. Ha! Breath. Breathing in. Reach up, extend, fresh new breath, and then ha! Empty out all the old cobwebs. Anything that's in the way, ha! We're just helping it along its way. When you're ready, just do this in your own time. Breathing in, fresh new energy. Look up, stretch up. And on the out breath, you're getting all that breath out on one ha. Okay. Make it loud. Make it proud. Yeah, just get it out. Breathing in. Cleaning and sweeping. Sweeping out anything that's like clinging on and getting in the way. One more. Breathe in. Out through the mouth. Good. Whew. That feels better. Triangle. Trikonasana. So we're going to stand at the front of the mat. Feet hips width apart, check the feet. Yeah, we can feel the ground, energy coming from the ground. Lift the heels, place them down. Bring the hands to the heart center. Weight onto the left foot, step back with the right. For Trikonasana, for triangle. Hips level with the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the palms, open the chest. Yeah. Breathing out, reaching over to your left as far as you can, then down. Meet the leg with the front or back of the hand, and you could kind of push off from that leg so you reach up with the right hand, fingertips going to the ceiling. Keep the right shoulder away from the ear. Lift the toes, place them down. Feel the ground with the feet. Everything is lively. Good. Soften the knees. Keep everything open and available for the breath. Neck is lovely and long. Looking up At the fingertips there, they're reaching up to the ceiling. Breathe deeply. Yeah, good. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into that right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Just notice the difference for a second. And now we're going to the other side. So put the weight onto the right foot and step back with the left. Square the hips to the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up, lift the chest. Breathing out, the arms come down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Open the hands wide, breathing out, reaching over to your right and down. Meet the lower leg with the right hand. You can press against that rather than leaning and reaching up to the ceiling with those fingertips. Left shoulder away from the left ear. Breathe, soften the knees. Lift the toes, feel the ground with your toes. Breathe deeply. Use the inhale to come up. You can bend into that knee, right knee, soften that. And exhaling, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Good work. Let's just give the legs a little shake. Nice gentle shake. Okay. We're going to come into Warrior One. We're going to step back into Warrior One. So just check your feet again. Get the weight onto the left foot. And we're going to step back a big step with the right foot for a warrior. Doesn't have to be too extreme, but just getting into the good distance. And then also finding a balanced distance between the foot widthways. So you take the right hip forward, left hip back. Keep the tummy tucked in, strong belly. Lower back pointing down. Breathing in, lift the arms up above the head. And breathing out, bending into that left knee. Left knee's going forward at the same time that right heel is pushing back. Get that dynamic between the feet. Lifting the chest. Keeping the tummy strong. Keeping the tailbone pointing down. So it really requires a lot of strength in that right buttock. Keep working. Keep enjoying. Look up at the hands if you want to just check that. Look at the space between the hands or keep the face going directly forwards. Breathe deeply. Enjoy. Feel the feet on the ground. Feel that energy. You're drawing up energy from the earth with your breath. Sinking down a little deeper. Use the inhale to come up. Lower the arms on the exhale. Let's come into a forward bend over this leg. So take a moment there. Then either hold the back there with the hands or extend the arms up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Look up at the hands if you're extending. And breathing out, reach the hands forward, or if you're holding the back, take the chest forwards as far as you can with a straight back, and then take the hands to the ground. Make sure you have a connection with the ground. If you need to bend the knee, if you have to come on just your fingertips, that's absolutely fine. So now we're going to lengthen the left leg, the front leg. Push the big toe of the left foot into the ground. Feel the left hip lifting away from that toe. Lots of length, but we're doing that with the breath. We are collaborating with the breath. Breathe. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, just lengthen, lengthen. You can bring the body down towards that leg. Enjoy that lengthening. Good. Now you can bend the knee and just walk the hands up the leg, nice and easy, and then step forward with the right foot. Okay. Just lift the toes, place them down, lift the heels, place them down. Just get your feet, again, feeling the ground with the toes. Weight onto the right foot now. We're going to step back with the left. Same distance, but other side. Just get your feet in the right position. So both feet are facing pretty much forward. The right foot very much forward, and the left foot almost. Bring that right hip back, left hip forward. So they're facing forward, your hips, both of them. Breathing in, lift the arms up above the head, keep the shoulders down, lengthen through the arms. As you breathe out, you bend that right knee, it's going to hover above the ankle, no, not go any further. At the same time, you're pushing back into that back foot, the left foot. Good. Keep this, this is the key area, the centre of the body, so keep it strong, this powerful area. Strong belly. Really keep the tummy tucked in and pointing the tailbone down. So it's strong here, supported, central, balanced. Look up at the space between the hands. If your balance and your neck is okay with that, give it a go. Good. Keep pushing it back into that back foot. Anchoring leg. Use your breath. Inhaling, come up. Lengthen that front leg. Breathing out, lower the arms down. Come into the forward bend, so either holding the back or reaching up. Breathe in. As you breathe out, coming down over the front leg. Knees slightly soft, so you're not pushing it. Hands reach the ground. And just see if you can lengthen this front leg. Push the big toe of the right foot into the ground and lengthen. Draw the hip away in the other direction. Lengthen. Breathe. The body is coming down towards that leg. The chest is coming down rather than just the head. Good. Enjoy the gradual space, the more space your body's giving you as you breathe deeply. Good. Now you're going to bend the right knee, walk the hands up the leg, and step forward with the left foot. Give the legs a shake, just because it feels good. And we're going to come into a ragdoll. Just to give ourselves a little bit of a repose. So, feet hips width apart. Feel the weight of the head. As the weight of the head comes forward, your chin falls to your chest. You might feel that lovely release in the back of the neck. And the knees start bending. The hands start sliding down the front of the thighs. And everything is hanging forward. So the weight of the upper body is just being felt fully. Let the body hang. Knees are bent. And we'll take a few releasing breaths here. Let the little head really relax. Neck is nice and relaxed. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. You always have the option here, if it feels better, for resting the elbows on the knees, if it feels like too much weight hanging forwards, or onto some furniture there. You can hold the elbows or let the arms be heavy on the ground. A few more releasing breaths. You can feel the weight of the body, feel the gravity doing its work, and the out breath. Breathing in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Good. We're going to slowly unfurl, but keep the attention first of all, lifting from the base of the spine, lifting up through the back, leave the arms heavy. Arms are heavy, head is heavy, knees come forward, thighs come forward, hips come forward, belly and chest. Wow, lovely. Waking everything up, everything unfurling. Okay, so we're going to come into a balance now. Dancer. So this means you're going to stand on one of the feet. You can use furniture or a wall if you feel a bit unbalanced today and just want to have some security. Put the weight onto the left foot. Take time to come into the balance. So find a point for your eyes to focus on. Breathe. Soft inhale and out. Exhale out through the nostrils. So rather than holding the breath, soften, relax. Lift the right foot off the floor. Hold on to the foot with the right hand. Inside or outside grip, whichever you prefer. Inside grip, the thumb is going backwards behind you, directing backwards. Get the knees level, hips are level. Try and bring the shoulders level if you can, that's tricky. Lots of openness across the chest. Breathing in, lift that left arm. Connect the thumb and the first finger, the little mudra there. Other fingers are spread wide as you stretch up. On the exhale, you're leaning the body forward. The whole body, not just the arm. Okay, the whole body. And as it goes forward, you come to a certain point where you try not to grip with the toes and instead create that dynamic which is going to help you balance. So the heel is coming away from the buttock, the toe is going towards the ceiling, and this left arm is extending forwards and upwards. So lots of back bend, opening in the chest, shoulders moving away from the ears, breathing deeply. Breathe deeply. Good. One more breath in and out. Inhaling, come up, lift that left arm. Exhaling, lower the arm down smoothly. And see if you can lower that leg down slowly. Meet the ground. Good. Give the legs a little shake. Good. Just to lively them up. On to the other side now. So just place that right foot down. Really plant it. Spread the toes out. Take all the weight into that standing foot. Maybe bend the knee of the standing leg. That always helps. Take the left foot in the left hand, inside or outside grip. The same thing as you did on the other side is best. You can make this connection with the thumb and the first finger, this mudra. Spread the other fingers out wide. Yeah, a bit of whoa. Wobbling's okay. It's means your body's learning. The wobble is like the body adjusting, and it's learning then. So breathing in, lift the right arm up. Wobbling's good. Breathing out, you're leaning the body forward, so the chest comes forward. The right arm follows your body rather than the arm going ahead. And then when you feel like you've gone far enough forward, then you start to take the left heel away from the buttock. The left toe is going towards the ceiling. The chest is opening. The left shoulder is going back away from the left ear. You can look forwards or look down towards the ground, but keep that steady gaze. Keep the breath moving in and out through the nostrils. Good. Use the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the right arm down, and slowly lower the left leg down. Again, shake the legs a little bit. Okay, we need to come into another restoration. So let's come into a squat. So feet start off quite wide apart, maybe going out at a slight angle. So that when your knees bend, they're going in the same direction as your toes. Coming into the squat, if your heels are lifted, pad them up, put something underneath the heels. And just let the body hang between the knees. Let the body hang forwards. Breathing in through the nostrils. And sighing out through the mouth. Just release the back of the neck. Breathe deeply. Really feel the breath is going into your ribs. Like you're expanding your wings. Breathe out through the mouth, release. Good, now lift your eyes, lift your gaze, lift your face, and we'll bring the hands together. Some of you may have the elbows inside the knees. If that's the case, then you can even press the elbows on the inside of the knees to help open the hips up a little bit more dynamic there. If not, you're working towards that. Okay, lift the chest, pressing the hands together. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Little twist here. So we place the left hand on the ground and we breathe in, lift the right arm, watch it with your eyes. Imagine your chest wants to see this right hand. It's keeping a connection with the right hand. Reaching the right fingers to the ceiling. Good. Keep the right shoulder back away from the ear. Now rotate the wrist, the right hand. Watching it still, just watching that wrist, watching the hand. Maybe there's a few clicks, maybe a few pops, that's okay. And then we rotate it in the other direction, and as it's going in the other direction, it starts to come back down to the earth. And you might find your elbow wants to join in, and the rest of the arm starts feeling a bit more energized. Right hand goes on the ground, breathing in. As you breathe in, it's slowly lifting up. It's like the fingertips. The fingernails are where the movement is coming from, so it makes it easy. Light, lovely, a light arm. Reaching the fingertips to the ceiling, opening the chest, turning your eyes, and not just your eyes, but also your face. Your nose is pointing towards that, the fingertips. Rotate the left wrist now. Keep watching that hand. It's slow rotation, big rotation. Yeah, let's oil the joints of the wrist. And the other way. As you go the other way, it starts to come down. It's like a falling leaf. It's beautiful. And the elbow starts to join in. The whole arm is a bit more fluid and free. Left hand comes down. Pushing up through the hands. Let the body hang forwards. Knees are bent. Hang the body forwards. Heavy head, heavy arms. Knees are bent. Most important in this ragdoll. Breathe in through nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Let's rebuild the spine from the bottom up. So starting by lifting the lowest vertebrae, and we travel up through the spine, and it's slowly rebuilding, it's slowly unfurling, it's lifting until finally the chest lifts, the shoulders sit back, the head lifts, the feet sink into the ground, you're standing lovely and tall again. Brand new. Another balance, a dynamic balance, heron balance. So we're going to start off standing on the right foot, and we start off by lifting the left foot off the ground and lift the knee as high as we can, but at the same time we're lifting the arms out to the sides and making sure we open the hands up. So we get this little twist in the arms as well. So they go up, open, and when you bring them down, you turn the palms and the palms come down. So there's a turn at the top. Breathing in, open the hands up, lift that left knee, lift up, meet the hands together at the top, turn the palms, and as you breathe out, we're trying to make the arms and the leg move at the same time. So just as the toes reach the ground, the hands just reach the legs there. And then we change feet, breathing in, lift the right foot. Lift the arms up, inhaling all the way up, turn the palms, exhaling lower down. This is a really great balance practice because in reality we're moving around all the time as humans, and that's usually when we can come off balance. Breathing in, lifting the left, as I just showed you there, lift the left nice and high, and doing this with the breath just makes it so much more interesting, and also it's communicating with the body, and it really helps the balance as well. Breathing in. Good, and breathing out, the hands coming down. Good, nice and slow. Very focused. Great thing about balance is that it really is a very mindful practice. Really helps us to bring focus and clarity to the mind because it can't think of anything else. It's really focused on actually balancing, and it's a lot of effort. So it's a fantastic practice. In fact, balancing practices are some of the best things to do. And you can just incorporate these sort of things into your day. Let's go one more each side, breathing in, lifting that knee really high, lifting the hands together, trying to coordinate this so it gives another thing for the mind to do, keeping everything coordinated, slow and steady. So we are moving in time with our breath, reaching up at the top of the inhale, and then the exhale we're softly coming down, lowering that right foot down. Good, okay, give our legs a little shake. Let's just have the feet quite wide apart, have the knees nice and soft. We just swing the arms, again just loosen the arms up. Knees stay nice and bendy, we just have a little loosening, see how the energy feels, just keep it moving, moving, moving. And slowly come to a stop. So, goddess, we need to keep the feet wide, yes. Goddess, goddess. Feet are about 45-degree angle, but they might be more or less, so bend the knees to check. The feet, the toes and the knees are hopefully going in the same direction, so adjust that to work for you. When you bring the hips down, we're not pushing the bottom out. I'll show you from the side. We're lowering down, keeping the back upright. So really actually a lot of the buttocks working here as well. So we just try that, put the hands together, we'll just try a few of these knee bends. Great for the knees, moving the knees. Also great for the abdominals, lower back, buttocks. Yeah, get some power going there. You can draw your pelvic floor up as well. Breathing in, you can relax it. Breathing out, pushing up. Good. Yeah, get those legs bending. See how low you can go. How low can you go? Great work. Pushing up through the feet. Good. So we're getting there should be a bit more fired up now. Got a bit more energy going on in the lower part of the body. Let's bring the upper part of the body in. So if you're not familiar with this, I'll show you how it looks. You breathe in, you lift the arms up, and then the hands, as they come down, so you're like this kind of, really powerful goddess. The knees are bent low down here, and the hands are, the arms are like, the elbows are kind of right angles, strong fingers. And the other part is, of course, stick the tongue out, make this sound, rasping sound, and the eyes really, really wide. Okay, it's really fun. Breathing in, lifting up, out breath. Good, be scary, be fierce. Yeah, give it a little bit of fire. Breathing in. And let's just get ourselves a little bit ready for one more. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, let's go for it. Really fierce. Good, okay. Let's give the legs a little shake. Shaking it all up. Little back bend here just to compensate. So put the hands on the lower back, fingers pointing down. Feet hips width apart, just nice and comfy. Knees are bent. Now take the elbows back to try and meet each other. And the shoulders are down away from the ears, not right up by the ears, but away. So as you breathe in, lift the eyes, lift the gaze. As you breathe out, take the hips forwards, take the elbows back, lift the chest to the ceiling or the sky. So the front of the body is getting really long as well as bending. So we're not just bending, we're keeping it really open, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. You don't need to fling your head back dramatically. Good. Use the inhale to come back up to standing. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's just loosen everything up with a Tai Chi twist. Knees are bent. Twisting centrally. Bend the knees. Let everything just loosen. Think about your axis, your central axis. And you're just twisting on that. Twisting on your center. And just loosening everything up. Freeing it up. Feeling the space around you. Good. And staying with this movement and breathing. Let's try the half sun salutes, simplified and more focused sun salutes, which I love because it helps us to focus more on the breath and we've got less things to remember and to do. So it's a great practice to try at home every day a little bit. Breathing in, lifting the arms up. Look up, hands come together, turn the palms. As you breathe out, the knees start bending, the face and the chest come forwards, the chin comes forward. You touch the ground with the fingers. Now bring the hands to the shins below the knees. Lift your face, look up with your eyes. So this encourages the chest to come forwards. And breathing out, forward bend. Straight legs, look at the toes, bend the knees. Now breathing in, push up through the feet, lift the hands up. That's all inhaling, hands come together, and then the hands come down, breathing out. Breathing in all the way up, hands come up to meet each other, look up. Breathing out, the face and the chest come forwards. The bottom sticks out and your knees are bending, fingertips come to the ground. Now straighten the legs. As you straighten the legs, you lift your eyes to look forwards. The chest lifts, the shoulders go back, strong legs, strong buttocks. Breathing out, forward bend with straight legs. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in. Lift, push up through the feet, breathing out. Let's make it a little bit faster, we'll do a few of these. Breathing in all the way up. Hands come together, breathing out, hands going down to the floor, chest is leading, knees are bending, fingertips. Straighten those knees, straighten the legs, look forwards, inhale, exhale, forward bend, bend the knees, push up through the feet, lift the eyes, lift the hands, inhaling, exhaling, arms come down. Really focus on your breath, inhale, all the way up, exhale, all the way down, knees bent, fingertips touch the ground, breathing in. Strong inhale, look forwards, breathing out, forward bend. Look at the toes, bend the knees a lot. Push up through the feet, inhaling all the way up. Exhale, hands come down. Breathing in all the way up. Movement, breath, energy, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in. Breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot so you can inhale, push up through the legs, reach up. Exhale, lower the arms down. One more, breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, bend the knees, chest, face, hands come forward. Straighten the legs, back, arms, hands just below the shins. Look forwards, chest is coming forwards. Breathing out, forward bend. So looking at your toes, let's stay in this forward bend. Forward fold, if you like. Eyes are on the big toes. And think about, imagine there's a big eye in the middle of your chest and it wants to see the toes too. It doesn't want to see the knees, it wants to see the toes. Try and make as much connection between your hands and the ground. If your hands don't reach the ground, you're still here, put a block, book or cushion or blankets on the ground so you can make a connection with the ground. Lift the tail. Imagine the base of the spine wants to reach the ceiling. And in the other direction, the chest wants to come to the ground. So think about these 2 points moving away from each other in space. Breathe to help that along. As you breathe in, think about these 2 points and imagine you're breathing between those 2 points, expanding. And as you breathe out, feel those 2 points moving away from each other. Good. So we're just going to breathe in, come up onto the fingertips, look forwards, taking a bit of pressure off the legs, put the weight onto the left foot, and we step back with the right, big step, and then bring the hands to the ground, and we step back with the left. So we're in a downward dog. So just to shuffle around, you might need to go a bit wider, Just check the hands are really engaged with the ground. Spread the fingers wide. Look back towards your feet, towards your knees. As long as it's back towards you're looking at your legs in some way. Don't forget to keep the tummy tucked in. Really feel like your abdominals are flowing upwards. Uddiyana Bandha. If you are familiar with bandhas in yoga. Keep some space between the shoulders, soft elbows, breathe. Come down onto your knees and sit back into the heels. Bring them forward to the ground. Swan position. Feels good. Release. Take a little rest here. Breathe in through the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Enjoy. As you breathe in, feel the ribs and the back and the sides of the body expanding. Really focus on this. It's all about the breath. Notice when you really send the breath into these areas, maybe they're unexplored areas, how there's almost like a massage between the ribs, those intercostal muscles. And we need to get these very, very springy and supple so that we can breathe fully and deeply. We get the apparatus of breathing really energized, really exercised. Good. So we're going to come back to downward dog. So keep the hands out stretched in front of you. Spread the fingers wide, come up to all fours. Good. Breathing in, tuck the toes under. Breathing out, lift the knees off the ground. We're going to come up into up dog. We can come directly to up dog, but I like to come into up dog from down dog. I think it's simpler. So the easiest way to do this is you look towards your hands. What happens then when you lift your gaze is your bottom comes forwards. And if you keep going in that direction, then it comes down. But rather than being in a plank, this is where it's more challenging, the back bend. So you keep your shoulders down away from your ears, take the chest forwards, strong legs. If that feels too much for your back or your body, then bring the knees down. But still think about opening the chest, shoulders down away from the ears, whichever you're doing there. Up dog. Now we're going to move from up dog to down dog. So using the inhale, we're going to lift the bottom. That's a strong inhale. And as you exhale into downward dog. So long through the waist, keep the tummy tucked in, breathe into the chest. And we're going to move again into up dog. So take the eyes forward on the inhale. Inhaling, take the eyes forward. On the exhale, the hips come down, chest opens, shoulders down away from the ears. This is strong. So rest when you need to. If you need to, we're good because I'm going to keep doing these moving from up dog to down dog. At any point, just relieve everything by coming into a swan position or extended child. Otherwise, just come back to downward dog. We move from downward dog on the inhale, lift the eyes, lift the gaze, and we come into up dog. You can keep moving between the two. Inhale, lift the bottom. Exhale, sink into downward dog. I'm just going to move a few times, breathing in, lift the eyes, lift the gaze, breathing out, come into up dog. So the inhale is the movement. It kind of inspires the movement. The exhale is sinking into the posture. You can do this slower. You can always just put a couple of breaths here, either end, so you can stay in the up dog, either with the legs on the ground, and maybe do a couple of breaths there. And then think, okay, I'm going to move into up dog now, downward dog now. So inhaling is the movement, exhale, come into the posture. And again, you can always stay in downward dog for a couple of breaths. Don't forget with downward dog, keep the tummy tucked in because it helps to lengthen the whole of the waist, and so the back also feels long. Inhale, exhale, one more, inhale, exhale. Inhale, and then bring the knees to the ground, sit back into the heels. Good, rest there. Okay, bring them forward to the ground. Sweep the arms back into pose of the child. Adjust your position of your knees if you want to make them wider. Put the hands, back of the hands on the ground. Let's just rock a little bit side to side like a little pebble on the ground. Enjoy that feeling of the forehead just rolling on the ground there, if it's reaching the ground. Don't forget you can always place a cushion behind your knees if you're uncomfortable there. If your bottom's very far away, you can always place a cushion here. Again, breathe into those wings, expand the wings as you inhale. Inhalation, inspiration. As you exhale, release. Relax the shoulders forward. Soften the jaw, the cheeks. Let the jaws just hang forwards, really floppy. Shoulders relaxed. And maybe even a releasing breath out through the mouth. Maybe one of these kind of rubber-lipped breaths out, like a horsey breath. So breathe in through the nostrils. Loosen up the lips and the mouth. Try that again, breathing in. Good. So let's just take the hands forward. We're going to come up in a tabletop now. Little cat stretch just to free up the spine a little bit. So just checking the hands. Spread the fingers wide. Engage with the ground. Keep the knuckles on the ground. So very simple. Breathing in, lift the gaze, lift the chest. Take the, soften the elbows. And as you breathe out, it starts from the base of the spine. It starts to curl under. You start to arch up through the spine like an angry cat, and the chin comes to the chest. And as you breathe in, you lift, starting from the tail. So you lift your tail, you let that movement ripple up through your spine until the chest comes forwards, the shoulders are back. Good. You lift your eyes, you lift your head. And it starts again, always with the base of the spine that's curling under on the exhale. Again, you do this in time with your breath. Try to make sure you're not locking your elbows, because then you're just going to restrict the movement in the shoulders. So just try that. I mean, really do a pronounced lock, and you notice how, I just kind of feel very stiff across my shoulders. If I soften my elbows, have them very kind of lively, how much more space there is in the shoulders, back and front of the shoulders. And the chest can come forwards much easier. Breathing out, arching the spine. Chin comes right in contact with the chest. Always on the inhale, it starts with lifting the tail. Chest comes forwards. Breathing out. Enjoy that movement. Oh, it feels good to get that spine moving with the breath. Feel the support of the breath. It's almost like the breath is moving your spine for you. It's the last one, breathing in, open the chest wide. Yeah, the heart is wide, smiling. Maybe you have a smile in there too. And exhaling, arching the spine. Good. So we're going to come onto the back. Now, you can come onto the back however you want to. I'm going to come into by tucking the toes under, coming up into downward dog, walking the feet towards the hands and bringing my bottom to the ground. That's just one way. But there's many ways. You can just shuffle around and do it however you want to. So we're in this seated position, legs stretched out in front of you. Bring the legs together and point the toes towards the ceiling. Let's place the hands either side of the body with the arm in line with the body, so it's not leaning back and also not leaning forwards. So it means the back stays upright. Imagine your back is against a wall behind you. So feel your chest lifting, feel the shoulders wanting to come back to meet that wall, that imaginary wall. And to make the back of the neck nice and long, so it's an extension of the spine, rather than looking up or looking down, the eyes stay looking at the big toes, and the back of the neck starts to lengthen. So the chin is very slightly tucked in, so the back of the neck lifts, the crown of the head lifts. So really think about lifting the chest, lifting the torso, long in the waist there. Hands coming down to the ground. Good. Give the toes a little wiggle. Try and stretch and spread the toes. Good. Okay, and release. That's Dandasana, the rod. We're going to lie down. So let's make a bit of effort here though. So stretching your fingers towards the toes. Keep breathing out. It's all about movement, and being very aware, keeping your awareness on your breath. So you've got me here to remind you all the time, remind myself to breathe and to stay conscious of your breath and aware. All the time breathing in and out as you lower down. It's almost like you didn't hardly notice that you were working your abdominals because you're focusing so much on your breath. Once you're down, give yourself a full extension, take the arms above the head. Yeah, just extend the limbs away from the centre. Maybe try one at a time. So maybe try extending the right fingers away from the centre as far as you can, in a diagonal away. And then maybe in the opposite direction, your left heel pushes away in the other direction on the diagonal. And then maybe the right heel pushes away on the diagonal, on the ground. And then maybe the left arm reaches away on a diagonal. So you get this feeling of, yeah, everything is expanding and extending on the ground. Good. Let the arms be comfortable on the ground there. Good. And then we just bend the knees, and then we bring the hands around the front of the knees. Good. Just draw a circle with the knees. So we're getting the support of the ground now with our back exercises. So as you inhale, take the knees away, but keep them together. And as you exhale, draw the knees into the body. So we're working with the lower back here, into the pelvis and the hips. You can let go of the knees if you want to try this. Just have it hands free if you like. But still doing the same thing with your breath, the same thing with the movement of the knees. Inhaling, the knees come away. Exhaling, you draw the knees towards the body. It's almost, if you can, get the knees to really meet the body. And if you notice, you'll find your base of your spine is lifting the ground, lifting off the ground. We're taking the other direction now. So you can keep hold of the knees if you feel that's better for you, or you can let go. You can try both. It's nice to sort of experiment, try things out, see how it feels. It's all about developing a much more intimate, closer relationship with your body, with your breath, with yourself. And, ultimately, that, I think, is the life's purpose, perhaps. My opinion is to know the self, know yourself. Self-knowledge. It should be at the heart of everything that we do. And it is also the route to our well-being and being contented as a person. Let's just try this Apanasana. So this time we're going to extend the spine. So it's keeping very supported on the ground, keep the chin tucked in, inhaling, holding the kneecaps, exhaling, draw the knees into the body, really get the hips off the ground, and breathe and lift the nose towards the knees, and then breathing in, take the knees away, and breathing out, squeeze, good, breathing in, knees come away as far as you can, extend the arms, breathing out, pull the knees into the body, make yourself as small as possible, a small little shell. And then breathing in, flatten the back, expand the back. It feels so good. It's very simple little back practice. You can do this every day. You can do this on your own. It's very simple. Daily practice. I will emphasize this. It makes everything different. Once you start doing something every day, make it a habit. It's better to start with only 3 minutes or even 1 minute, but do it every single day. Then you have a new habit. And then it's easy. You just build on that. Good. Bring the soles of the feet to the ground. Feet are close to the buttocks. Then I come into a dynamic bridge. So making sure the feet are parallel and about as wide as the hips. So you feel your ankles are behind your hips. Knees, ankles, and hips all in alignment. Palms flat down either side. Shoulders down away from the ears. Now this is where your chin is very strongly tucked in, as much as you can. As you inhale, you're going to lift the hips off the ground. Front of the thighs are going to get opened up. The front of the body, the front of the hips, the belly, everything's going to open up. The chest is going to come to the chin. And as you breathe out, you're going to roll the spine down from the top. So you roll down from the top. Try and get each of the vertebrae to reach the ground, to roll that whole spine down. Another thing to focus on is to try and keep those hips, keep those legs, the thighs level. So don't let the knees splay out. Keep that strength in the thighs to do that. So you're keeping almost a squeeze of the thighs together. There's obviously space between them. So you're squeezing the space between them. You can also obviously put a block or a rolled up blanket between them to help that along if that feels better. Also, don't forget, on the in-breath, you can also lift the arms up. Let them meet the ground at the end of the inhale, and the exhale, the arms come forward, and we're trying to, again, match the movement of the arms to the movement of the back. So just when the back reaches the ground, the arms reach the ground. Keep the chin tucked in. So we're really feeling the back of the neck meeting the ground, inhaling and exhaling. If this doesn't feel good moving the arms, just stay with the regular version. Some people prefer having the arms on the ground so they get the extra push in the backs of the arms. Some people prefer moving the arms because it feels this lengthening, it encourages the lengthening of the spine. Breathing out, bring the hands back to the ground. Hug the knees once more. Give them a little bit of a rock and a roll, side to side. Okay, good. Take the hands behind the knees. And we'll just have a little rock along the spine. Back and forth. Back and forth. Okay. And then rock up to seated. Just bring the knees up towards your chest, hug the knees, and just let your face fall to your knees. Round the back, so just enjoy that roundness of the back. Just hug the knees. Breathe in, breathe out. So now we're going to come into the little cosmic X. It's slightly different. You're going to lengthen the spine, so take the chest up, the shoulders back, hold on to the fronts of the legs, on the knees maybe, and start to open the chest, take the shoulders back, sit up tall, and just let either the toes stay on the floor or the toes just come off the floor. So we're balancing on the sitting bones. Good. And smile. Yeah. The cosmic egg. Lovely little cosmic egg. And we're just balancing. Maybe there's a little bit of wobble in there. That's kind of nice too. So almost like it's very strong. You have to really keep the lower back strong, belly strong. Abdominals and lower back really need daily attention because they are key parts of the body. And if we don't, we're very likely to get lower back pains if we don't keep the abdominals strong. Okay. Set the knees fall out to the side. Soles of the feet together. Hold on to the feet or the ankles. So if you can reach the toes, that's great. If that feels too far and you're hunching, then hold the ankles. Again, want to imagine you're sitting up against a wall. So you're bringing the shoulders back. You're trying to get the back of the neck and the upper back against that imaginary wall behind you. Chin is slightly tucked in, back of the neck long. And let's just come into these little butterflies. Just fluttering the wings, the knees are just bouncing up and down. Not too strongly, just keep that length in the back. So you'll feel this in the abdominals. Lots of abdominal work, lots of attention and focus on those abdominals. When we practice, and when we bring the abdominals into our practice to support the back, then we're more likely to use them in our daily life. Good. And just bring that to a stop, a little bouncing movement. Hold on to those toes or feet. Keep the shoulders back and just let the knees almost look as weights on the knees and they're just going down to the ground. Breathing in and out through the nostrils all the time. Yeah, feel the hips are just wanting to open up. Release. So releasing tension, opening up to energy flow. Good. One more breath in and release. Good. Now we're going to come into a more curved position, so the opposite. Still holding the feet or ankles. And instead now we're going to curve the back, bring the shoulders forward, so it's the opposite movement. And imagine the head, the top of the head wants to come down to the feet. So you can place your thumbs, and let's place the thumbs in the middle of the feet. Give them a little bit of a rub, it feels nice there. Holding the outside of the foot. And imagine you're opening the feet like a book, and your head is coming down to the soles of the feet. Breathe deeply. You can even press the elbows into the insides of those the thighs if it helps you. Keep breathing. Use the inhale to come back up to seated. Bring the knees up. You can lift them with your hands and just let your body fall onto the thighs. Breathing in and sighing out through your mouth. Good. Okay. Let's come into a little breathing practice. So, in the theme of energy balance, a balancing breath, probably the best balancing breath is Nadi Shodhana. And I'm going to show you a very simplified version of this practice. Sometimes it can get a bit confusing, people get mixed up and then it discourages. So this is a simplified version that anybody can do, very simple. You might want to just, first of all, if your nose is a bit blocked, you might want to blow your nose or just free it up a little bit. Good. So we use the right hand to make a seal, or the right finger if you like, pointing finger, to just close the right nostril, and you breathe in through left, and then you breathe out through both nostrils. And then you put the left finger on the left nostril, breathe in through the right nostril, and you lay the finger down, and you breathe out through both nostrils. And that's it, simple as that. Try and keep the breath very soft. It's not a strong, audible breath. You're not trying to suck the air in. You're trying to keep the body all relaxed. You breathe in through the left nostril, so you make a seal with that right finger there. And you breathe out through both nostrils. Left finger on the left nostril. Breathe out through both nostrils. Relax the face and jaw. You can close your eyes doing this as well. And breathe out through both nostrils. I'll just talk you through a couple more, just in case you're not sure. Breathing in through the right nostril, forming a seal on the left, and breathe out through both nostrils. So we're just moving the energy around, breathing in, breathing out through both nostrils. Let's try a few more of these. Belly's nice and relaxed, body's relaxed. One last round. Okay. Just give yourself a moment to breathe in and out through both nostrils. See how you feel. Even the simplified version of Nadi Shodhana is alternate nostril breathing is very calming, balancing, maybe balancing your energy, balancing the left and right brain, so you become a bit more evened up. Yeah. Just notice how you feel. And then, yeah, we get a relaxation. So however you want to come down to the ground, you can go down slowly, or you could just lie down. You can put your feet up on some furniture, legs up against the wall. You can lie in semi-supine with your knees falling together. Have the hands on the body if you want to, that feels more comforting to you. Sometimes your hands on your belly or on the heart and belly. Very nice feeling of healing. Or otherwise, just traditional Shavasana, corpse posture. One of the most important postures. With the corpse, it's important to get some space between the feet, so let the feet fall out to the side. Arms away from the body, palms facing the ceiling, chin tucked in. For some of us, we need to have a folded blanket or a very small cushion underneath the head. Not so your head is, your neck is bent, but so that your forehead and your chin are level, rather than the chin being up here. So you need to make that decision. Once you're in your position, close your eyes. Just switch off. Switch off that very busy, doing kind of part, and instead take a deep breath in through the nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. And just release. Let go of everything. And just for a couple of minutes, give yourself to your relaxation. Okay. Relax the body. Let everything go. Breath coming in and out of the nostrils. Soft, easy breathing. Just watching the belly rise and fall. Watching the chest rise and fall. Feeling your body on the ground. Feel the weight of the arms and legs on the ground. Feel the breath moving. Feel the support of the ground beneath the body. Feel your whole body relaxing deeper and deeper. Breath going in and breath going out. Breath is taking care of itself. So we come to the end of our practice today. Thank you for being here with me. We just start to wake yourself up slowly. If you feel moved too, a good way of waking up now, maybe giving your whole body a little energy vibration, is chant the mantra Om. Just from where you are, take a deep breath in through your nostrils. Notice how you feel, notice how your body feels, notice how your energy feels. Yeah. Move your hands and feet, arms and legs. Give yourself a good stretch. Feel your body, feel your breath, feel your aliveness, and enjoy it. Yeah. Give yourself a stretch, hug your knees, roll onto your side. Do whatever you want to do to come back to seated. And once you're back to seated, just take a moment to rub the palms together. Focus all your energy between the palms of the hands. Place the hands over the heart center. Let's come back to the heart, close the eyes. Breathe into that heart space. How does your energy feel? How does that breath feel? And let's have a moment for gratitude. So just feel into that heart space and notice and feel, what do I feel grateful for? What do I appreciate today? Who, what? What is it I appreciate? You might even want to verbalize that to yourself. You might even want to say it out loud. You're welcome. Yeah. Feel that in your heart. Feel the feelings. Okay, thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you for your practice today. Well done for being here with me. And you're always welcome. And thank you for your donations, which are helping me to maintain and sustain this service. So thank you, and have a great day, whatever you're doing, and enjoy your breath, your body, and the yoga.